everyone. I'm gonna go over my kind of revised grand narrative, my overview after now everything is all finished, which is exciting. So basically I started off and I thought my idea was going to be to kind of try to create a new online way to make a matching program almost. And when I started doing that, I realized platforms are kind of difficult to find for matching programs like that. And then to apply it in a storytelling manner, it didn't really seem to fit as well as I was expecting it to, or hoping to, I guess. So now that it's all done, I went a completely different direction, as you can probably tell if you watched or looked into any of my artifacts. I guess I would start with the text-based artifact. That would be the first step of the project, or the lesson if I'm teaching students, or kind of trying to reach out to students almost more so, because my interest isn't necessarily in becoming a professor with HEPSA, with my HEPSA degree. It's more of administration and program planning and I guess coordination. So to get the information out, I started with my text-based artifact, which I used from the perspective of the mentee side. So there is a lack, and just to kind of give a recap, my grand narrative was kind of based off of what I'm thinking my thesis is going to be, which is why there's a lack of mentorship programs in underrepresented students on college campuses. So the text, as I was saying, is from the mentee side. And if I were to present this in a classroom setting, I think I would have the students kind of just go through these note cards. So I used an infographic, and on one side it was 6 easy steps to begin your mentorship or something like that. And the first step was, setting your goals and your intentions for yourself and also for your mentor. And then I kind of just went through some, professionalism, and to just make sure that you're communicating, and to visit office hours, show your interest, even if maybe the class that you're in, if you want one of your professors to be your mentor, if the class that you're in isn't even, of your greatest interest, to still be there and be present, and understand that your learning comes from many different realms rather than just one. So to make sure that you're just getting something out of every experience that you're in. And then it kind of went through to just visit office hours, make your face known to these people. And then it was also visiting other Division of Student Affairs offices. So that was the Writing Center. I gave some examples of that. And then it went into communication. So once you've selected your mentor, be professional when writing an email, even if it's a relationship that's close, that you are close with the person. So to just be professional, and then to continue that communication throughout the relationship. And then to be accountable. It's really important to kind of circle back to your goals and intentions that you set in the beginning for yourself and for your mentor. So kind of to just circle back. And again, it kind of ties into the communication piece. And then on the back of the infographic, it was a bunch of different resources that West Chester has to offer. So the Writing Center, the LARC, and it kind of gave a little rundown of what each office did. And where you can find it. So the room number, the building was also on there. So that really I kind of thought that this would probably spark some storytelling, because each person is different, and that's why mentorship is so special, because everybody's got their own story, and it's a really important relationship to have, because like I said, everybody's story is different. So when you find that person to build that relationship with, it's because you have something really special in common. So I was kind of hoping, maybe to spark some conversation there, and also possibly go through some test run scenarios of how you would communicate with somebody who you're hoping to be a mentor, how to set your goals and intentions, and kind of just branch off in different directions like that. And then the second piece, it turned into my video artifact. It turned into the perspective from the mentor side. So there's a lack of mentorship whether that be from barriers of the students looking for a mentor or mentors wanting or understanding how to become a mentor. So my video kind of went through 6 steps, again, keeping with the 6 theme, of ways that mentorship can benefit you and why you should become a mentor. So it went through of just, there's many barriers, time constraints. Obviously, everybody's so busy, especially if you're working in higher ed, or even, in elementary, middle school, high schools. Everybody's super busy. Everybody's got their own things going on, and that needs to be respected. But there's also incredible benefits that come with becoming a mentor, so that's kind of why I put this together. It went through, if you're a new student or you're a new professional in your work setting, you can kind of explore your campus better in the community. It keeps you young, innovation, new people, new faces. You come from all different walks of life, have many different experiences, and it's important to share them and to accept them and to kind of let them seep into your own experiences so you can gain new perspectives and continue with projects, and like I said, it's just innovation is huge. And then at the end of the video, it was kind of similar to the first text-based artifact, where it was there's some resources on there of how you can get involved, and the Westchester PA site is a wonderful resource to use for that. And again, with the storytelling, it's just a different story from the other side of the relationship, which is equally as important as, the mentee side. And if we can get everybody to kind of tell their stories and be vocal, and I think it would just benefit everybody in the long run. And then so my final artifact was the audio piece. So I kind of tied it together, and somebody who really kind of helped me spark my thesis idea and got me interested in this is somebody that I work with. He's also in the HEPSA program. He's cohort 3. And he came up through the mentorship program from the DMC. He was a mentee, and now he is become a mentor for the past few years, and he really just kind of brings everything full circle, brings it all together, and it tells me what the benefits are in this podcast, tells me what the benefits were to becoming a mentee, and then how that kind of in turn translated to him becoming a mentor, and even like in different parts of his life, in school and work, with personal relationships. It really kind of just touched on all aspects of his life, and it really helped him grow as a person, as a student, as an employee, as a friend. So I think that this was a really important thing, and I know I touched on it a lot, and it was, it's very important to hear how much this mentoring program has grown. It just shows its success, and there are issues with mentorship programs and why they succeed and why they don't succeed, and this one is succeeding. It's flourishing. It's doing incredible things for students who are on academic probation, especially for students for underrepresented students on Westchester's campus. So I thought this was a really, really great way and a kind of a cherry on top of my project to tie it all together, to bring in both sides from somebody who has been on both sides. I really enjoyed this project over the course of the 5 weeks. It kind of opened my eyes to how to teach an online course, and a bunch of different ways that you're able to do that, and how you can kind of get information across through ways not just face-to-face. Because as we know, with all of our grand narratives, there are barriers, and technology used properly is a terrific way to overcome them. All right, I look forward to seeing everybody at the campfire. Thank you.